thanks to Mitch Marsh.
Yeah, it feels great. Probably had a few games in the middle of the tournament where I lost my intent, so yeah, it's really good to sort of learn quickly and back myself. I'm probably going to fail a few times. But...
Mitch Marsh. We love Mitch Marsh when he's up and about, and we've been great supporters of him, as have most of Western Australia, and he was one of the stars of Australia's World Cup triumph.
Was he what?
He certainly was. He joins us. We've been trying to get him for a while, but it's fair to say he probably needed a bit of downtime, and he's preparing the boat for the big boat trip that you're meant to be going on, that he promised you.
We're going on
I won't be going on any boat. I'll wave you off the land.
Mate, we're going to Rottnest. We're just going to hang out and be cool.
I'm not sure his boat's big enough for both of us. Mitch, good morning.
What?
Morning, gents. How are we?
How are you, mate? More importantly, you recovered? You all good?
I'm all good, mate. Never better.
Still celebrating, or not celebrating as per se, but you're just enjoying the triumph, which was a remarkable performance by Australia. And I know you had family back here who I think went to Coldplay first and then took in the World Cup final. But
Yes,
gee, I tell you what, it was big. It was big, wasn't it? It was big.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, an incredible experience to be a part of that, and to, I guess, win in India. It doesn't get much harder than that. So, it was an amazing sort of team to be a part of. The whole World Cup was incredible, and to walk away winners was something I'll never forget.
Hey, mate, you came home, of course, through the passing of your pop, and that was fantastic that you got back in time, and were back with the family for that, and then went back. Did that just ground you? Did that just sort of balance everything out and what was important in your life at the time, and got you back to do a good job in the back half of the competition?
I mean, yeah, it was obviously it was a tough time for the family, and had a lot of support, and it was really incredible of Pat and Ronnie to allow me to come back at such a special time, and be with the family for the day, or for a couple of days. It was a whirlwind 48 hours, but yeah, it was to go back and sort of do, and to win the World Cup and be a part of it after going through that. It was a special time.
Mate, it shows enormous mental toughness by you, and we're really sorry for your loss. But can you tell us just what it was like in front of 130,000 screaming Indians who cricket is their religion? What was it like out there on the park?
I feel like often when you're playing in front of big crowds, you don't really notice the crowd sometimes, unless you really stuff up, like I did in the first game against India and dropped Virat Kohli. The noise of the crowd was like, I've never experienced anything like it. It was so loud, 120,000 people with Blues jerseys on, and I just remember like facing my first ball against Mohammad Shami, and the crowd roaring, and you're trying to focus on watching the ball, and the noise is just deafening. So, but in the same sentence, our focus for the day was to silence them, and I reckon they were quite more than they were loud. So that was great.
Yeah, they left. They didn't hang around for the trophy presentation.
Very bad
No,
losers.
they didn't.
Now, just to remind yourself that this could pop up on socials, but I just want to throw this out to you and deal with this. You had your photo taken, and it's caused a bit of a ruckus back in India. Mohammad Shami not happy, and the letter was sent to the Prime Minister and the Sports Ministry about being handed a lifetime ban for cricket because you had your foot on the trophy.
That's what it deserves.
If you had your time over again, would you have the same photo, Mitch?
Yeah, probably, to be honest. You got me there, boys?
Yeah. Are you taking the boat out as we speak?
Yeah, you back in the boat.
It's not ideal, is it?
Are you there? Are you there, Mitch? Oh, dear. I'll tell you what, I don't know.
You got me?
Yeah,
You got me?
I think it's a car Bluetooth connection type
No,
thing.
that's okay. That's okay. Are you actually taking the boat out as we speak?
No, I'm not. Unfortunately not.
All right. Would you have the photo again? And this is the one that you're celebrating. You had the trophy in the change rooms, and you were chilling out, and you had a beer in your hand. You had your World Cup medal around your neck, and it's caused well, not a ruckus in Australia. We love the photo, but according to Mohammed Shami, disrespectful. Thoughts?
Yeah, there was obviously no disrespect meant in that photo at all. And yeah, I haven't given it too much thought. I haven't seen a lot on social media, even though everyone tells me that it's gone off. But yeah, there's nothing in that.
It was ridiculous. Like, fair dinkum.
I know.
You respect
I know.
cricket,
We know
you respect
that.
everything about the game. It's just, again, real sore loser type stuff.
Yeah, but
from the
mate,
Indians.
when you asked for a lifetime ban from cricket, you thought you'd
In
done
India,
something really bad.
You're never allowed to go back there again. Never allowed to go back there again.
Yeah.
Hey, was there one moment in the World Cup, mate, that stands out for you? I mean, it'd be pretty hard to probably pencil in one, but is there one that said, you know, we're going to win this?
I mean, Glenn Maxwell's 200 was something that we'll never experience again, that's for sure. That was absolutely incredible. I mean, yeah, there's so much that happened throughout the World Cup that we just kept building and building, and we never lost, I guess, trust in what we were capable of doing. 0-2, I must admit, well, from my point of view, it was absolute panic station, but it was, yeah, just an incredible 8 weeks to be a part of. Like I said, we knew our best could beat the best, and we certainly saved our best for last.
That whole Glenn Maxwell double century, where it was like you had to see it to believe it.
Staggering.
It was staggering.
Yep.
When you were sitting there watching it, and he was,
Yep.
he just couldn't move. What was your thought process? Because the result hinged, your process and progress in the competition hinged on him staying out there and getting a big double ton.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. 7 for 93, I think we were. And he just, I mean, I don't even know how to explain what he did. Fair bit of mayo on the cramps, I think, to be honest with you. We've got fucking news for that. But that's all a part of the story. And only Glenn Maxwell could do that.
We you know, obviously we're all Wildcats men, and we watch the basketball, Mitch, and we watch the towel wavers on the bench. Goss is all over the towel wavers.
Yeah.
So it's an actual role. I reckon you are the chief towel waver when you're not batting and you're on the pine. You just love, and it's one of the great things about you. You just love your mates doing so well, and you're right there to support them and go nuts.
Yeah, I think. That's one of the reasons you play is enjoying your teammates' success and enjoying winning. And I feel like that should be carried through from, you know, under 13s, junior cricket to, I guess, playing at the highest level. That's why you play, to enjoy a win and have a beer in the change rooms after a game. So to see your mates do well, I think that's the hallmark of a good team, and enjoying your teammates' success.
There's some polarising figures in Australian cricket, and it's not just new. This has been going on for years and years and years. And I think Glenn Maxwell was one. He's probably taken the mantle from Shane Watson and maybe a couple of others, maybe Dave Warner. You either love him or you hate him. And when he gets out for none, he's hopeless. How does he get a game? I don't think anything he does from now on is going to matter. He can get 7 ducks in a row. He can go through Mark Taylor type numbers. He will be remembered for that double ton. And what we saw the other night, again, he has just gone to another level. He's almost impossible to bowl to.
He is, and he's got a really good cricket brain. Although I must admit, when we played against Pakistan and he came out and we were 1 for 280, and he hit his first ball straight up in the air for 6. We did think, Maxie, that's probably not needed. But I think the environment that Andrew McDonald and Pat have created is the perfect environment for guys like him, and guys who, you know, have freakish talents to just be themselves. Maxie doesn't have to be anyone else in our team. He just goes out, plays the way he plays, and we know that Maxie at his best is going to win us lots of games of cricket. So you got to take the good with the bad, and there's more good than bad with Maxie.
Let's go bad. Where were you when word got around the camp that he'd fallen off the back of a golf cart after 2 rounds of golf and got concussion? And what was the vibe inside the group? Like, it could only happen to him?
Yeah. I mean, it was a very unfortunate accident, and I guess one of the stories that we'll tell for a long time now that we've won it.
The truth will come out at a sportsman's night.
Yeah.
I'll tell you on the boat.
Ah, beauty.
Nice.
How much BBL are we going to see from you, Mitch? Interested in that in your role with the Scorchers?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get a chance to play at some stage, pending test selection. I haven't really looked too far ahead. And yeah, hopefully I'm in the test squad. And I'm not really sure how much availability there is if you're playing all the test matches, but I could be in after. With my test career, I'm only 2 bad games from being out of there, so I could be playing most of the season for the Scorchers.
You are so funny. You are so funny. Hey, mate, I must ask, when you left the group after the World Cup and a few of them had to stay behind and they had to play in this current T20 series, did you sort of say, "See you, boys,
all the best,
all the best, enjoy hanging around"? I mean, it just makes me laugh. I couldn't think of anything more unmotivational than having to play in a tournament that means, well, what I would say means not a lot.
Yeah, it was pretty outrageous. For the guys that had to stay behind, I mean, it's a fine line because we've got to respect the fact that we're playing for Australia and it's a series against India, which is always really big. But there's also the human side to it that the boys just won a World Cup and probably deserve to celebrate for a while and get home to their families. So. Yeah, it's an interesting one. That you'd hope that there's not too many of those series put on after big tournaments like that again. And I celebrated for the 6 guys that stayed behind. I celebrated for all of them, so it's all good.
How much of this series have you watched? How many balls have you watched?
Who's playing? No. I've watched a little bit. They start too late at night. I'm up at 5 a.m. every morning for my morning walks on the beach. So I'm asleep by 9 o'clock every night, and they start at 9:30. But I check the scores vividly.
I reckon that's got some holes in it, that story. I'm not guaranteed you're up at 5 every morning. I reckon you might be getting home, Mitch.
Oh no, he's changed now. He's loved up.
I'm old. I'm old.
Exactly. So, mate, what else is happening? So, in your world, again, you're preparing for the Test matches of the Pakistan, which starts here on the 14th of December, which is not far away now. Then you've got the Melbourne, the Boxing Day Test, and of course Sydney as well. A couple of tests against West Indies. What's the expectation of the Test playing team about doing well, even though they're probably not at the forefront of powerhouses in Test cricket at the moment? Either Pakistan a bit better than West Indies, but what's the expectation amongst the Test group?
Yeah, look, the expectation is we win a couple of series for Australia. I think Pakistan, they can be really dangerous, and their best is really good, and they've been pretty good over the last few years. So they'll be a tough contest, and it'd be pretty cool for our first game as a team back in Australia to be at Perth Stadium after winning the World Cup, and hopefully our fans really get behind us this year and come down and support us.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Fishing or crayfishing off the boat, or nothing, or just swimming?
Well, I'm currently boatless, which is
where's the new boat? Hang on a sec, you promised us a new boat.
I've seen the new boat.
Yeah, the Fury's not finished until hopefully mid-January.
Oh my
Hopefully
goodness.
Scott Fury's listening and just hurries up a little bit. But
because we're almost out of holidays. We've got to go back to work in February, mate. We finish up today, and he's costing us.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, lads. Yeah. So the boat trip's going to have to wait until probably February.
Sounds like you're crabbing in the river then, walking.
Yeah, scooping. We'll find a way, lads. We'll find a way. We'll get that boat day happening.
You're a good man. Mate, appreciate your time. Congratulations. We love the Marsh family. Oh, your old man was there. How cool was that? Did he actually pay to be on that tour, or was he hosting the tour?
He was hosting the tour. So
well played.
Yeah, it was. He loved it. Absolutely loved it. Big swamp.
He's a legend. Absolute legend. Hey, mate, appreciate your time. Congratulations on everything you've done, mate. And we're glad you took our phone call, and all the best. Enjoy Christmas.
Happy for you.
Yeah, we're enjoying Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.
Cheers, guys. Sounds great.
He's the best. Mitch Marsh is bona fide the best. He's everyone's favourite, I think, and no one dislikes a Marsh. No one dislikes a Marsh.